Alright, shalom, shalom. Before I begin, I want to start off first by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honor to my teachers, the head elders, and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessing, and salutations, and to the hopeful elect. And in this lesson, I was going to go over the book of Mark, the 4th chapter. Right? Just starting around the, the 14th verse, I guess, on down. Probably read it to the 19th verse. Right? I was just, reading a little bit of this last night, I believe. Right? And I was like, this is bad. It's just a beautiful precept. Right? Beautiful scriptures. All right? Salakia. Salakia. Bear with me for 1 second. What the fuck? Salakia. Alright. But again, nevertheless, let's just go ahead and get into it. This book of Mark, the 4th chapter, and the 14th verse, it says, the sower soweth the word. Verse 15, it says, and these are they by the wayside, where the word is sown, but when they have heard, Satan cometh immediately and taketh away the word that was sown in their hearts. Yeah, right. And for whatever reason, a lot of people, they come to this truth. They hear, all right. They hear, they listen for a little bit, right, and maybe they something was said that they may not agree with, or whatever the case may be, and Satan just, whatever they was receiving at first, Satan just takes it away from them, right? Verse 16, it says, and these are they likewise which are sown on stony ground, who, when they have heard the word, immediately receive it with gladness, right? Verse 17, it says, and they have no root in themselves. So yeah, you also got other individuals out there that hear this word, all right, they receive it with gladness. They agree with it, like them, like, yeah, I agree with that. I like what y'all saying. Yeah, that makes sense. But they don't have no root in themselves. They're not rooted, right? And that's what it's about, man. It's about being rooted, it's about no matter what you got to go through, whatever you got to face, you don't give up. You don't let go of this word, right? That's the issue with a lot of people, man. They hear this word, they believe it, right? Or they receive it with gladness, shall I say, but they don't have no root. They're not rooted, so something some a little comment made by a unbeliever can take away, whatever, I guess we said, whatever they was receiving at first, like they don't have no root, so they'll listen to the Hebrew Israelites, they'll receive, they'll receive it with gladness, they'll agree with it. Oh yeah, that makes sense, that sounds good. But a nigga like Vocab Malone, they could come across a nigga like Vocab Malone's page, see what he's saying about, the Hebrew Israelites, how with this and how with that, all right? And he just completely, falls out of the truth, or he just completely, don't want to deal with the truth no more, right? Because he wasn't rooted, right? It says, and have no root in themselves, and so endure but for a time. Yeah, they endure but for a time, right? It says, afterward, when affliction or persecution arises for the word's sake, immediately they are offended. That's a lot of things. That's another thing that can make somebody fall out of this truth, or make somebody not fully come to this truth. The fact that they got to go through affliction and persecution. The fact that they got to go through things. What the scriptures tell you is that when you come to serve the Lord, you better prepare yourself for temptation, man. Nobody said this was going to be an easy ride. Nobody said this was going to be an easy route. Nobody said this was going to be, a easy trip, an easy journey. Like it was going to be some walk in the park. No, man. On this trip, on this journey, you're gonna come across a lot of things, man. On this journey, this trip towards the Lord. On this journey, I like to say this journey towards the Lord, man. You're gonna come across a lot of things, man. You're gonna encounter a lot of things, man. A lot of obstacles. A lot of things that, that's going to make the journey hard. You're going to come through a lot of bumps, a lot of bumpy roads, a lot of, a lot of cracks in the road, whatever the case may be, man. But the journey is not going to be easy. You're gonna face obstacles, man. Right? And that's just what comes with this truth. That's just what comes with serving the Lord. That's what we're about to read. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 2, verse 1. It says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. When you come to serve the Lord, you gotta prepare your soul. You gotta prepare your mind for, you gotta prepare yourself to go through things, man. Right? That's what you gotta understand, man. You're gonna have to go through some things, man, and you gotta prepare yourself for it. Right? A lot of people they don't understand, they don't really know what they're involved in, man. They just think, calling yourself a Hebrew Israelite is just, I get to call myself a Hebrew Israelite, now it's a party. No, man. Calling yourself a Hebrew Israelite is going to come with a lot of baggage, if you want to say, coming back into the truth of who you are is going to come with a lot of a lot of obstacles, man. Right? Because you got to understand, the devil, he don't want us to come back to our heritage. So he's gonna, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna do his devilish tricks, and again, the tribulation, the temptation you got to face, the temptation, and again, the tribulation that you got to face when serving the Lord, man. Right? It's not going to be, it's not going to be an easy route. It wasn't meant to be easy, And that's what you got to prepare yourself for, man. A lot of people, they don't understand the severity of this truth, right? They don't understand exactly what they're involved in, man. They just think being a Hebrew Israelite is just, it's a celebration, which it is a celebration. It is a good thing to know you're an Israelite, but this ain't calling yourself a Hebrew Israelite ain't just a time to turn up. Oh, we the Israelites, yeah, we finna turn up. No, man. Again, knowing this truth, it comes with a lot of baggage, man. Now you know who your enemy is, and now you know that he's over you. Now you gotta move carefully. It's a lot, man. You gotta be wise. You gotta be wise when dealing with this truth, man. You can't just, and again, it ain't just a Hebrew Israelite party, man. It's a certain way you gotta move. It comes with a lot of responsibility. Let's go back to the book of Mark 4, the 4th chapter, and the 17th verse again. It says, and having a root in themselves, and so endure but for a time. Afterward, when affliction or persecution arises for the word's sake, immediately they are offended, all right, and they fall out. All right, when affliction or persecution arises, they're offended, man. Oh, I didn't sign up for this. I didn't know I was going to have to go through this again. That's why it's beautiful, the Lord put a spirit on me to pull out that Sirach too. All right, my son, if you come to serve the Lord, prepare yourself for temptation, man. Right? You gotta prepare yourself for these things, man. You gotta know exactly what you're involved in, know exactly what you're getting yourself into. Know exactly that, what comes, what calling yourself a Hebrew Israelite, man. You know, knows what comes with coming back into your true heritage, man. You got to know what comes with it, man. Right? And again, it ain't just no damn, you know, a celebratory, every day is a celebration. You know, it ain't just no damn celebration, man. It's a beautiful thing to know you're Israelite again, but it ain't just no dang celebration, man. You know? Oh yeah, I'm a Hebrew Israelite. Oh yeah, we finna turn up. Like, nah, man. You know? It's all about, you know, being serious, man. And again, knowing exactly what you're involved in. Verse 18, it says, and these are they which are sown among thorns, such as hear the word, and the cares of this world, and the deceitfulness of riches, and the lust of other things, entering in, choke the word, and it becometh unfruitful. Yeah, so the cares of this world, and the deceitfulness of riches, and the lust of other things entering in, choke the word, and it becometh unfruitful. Right? That's another reason why a lot of men fall out this truth, man. Right? Because the cares of this world and anything else, you know, they put that over the truth, man. You know, they let that interfere with their journey towards the Lord, if you want to say, man. You know, they those things are more important to you know, that individual than doing the work. You know, whether it be, you know, family, you know, a brother may have a business or whatever, you know, whether it be, you know, your business, whether it be making money, right? Whether it be women, you know, the cares of this world, man, it could choke the word and it becomes unfruitful. It could make you fall out the truth, man. You know, if you start caring about these things, if you start, you know, caring about these things more than you care for the word, man, it'll choke the word and the word becomes unfruitful, man. And eventually you'll just fall out the truth, man. So, you know, you got to make sure that this, you know, that your mind is solely set on this truth, man. You know, you got to make sure that this is the most important thing in life, man. Right? And it ain't nothing that you could do. It's really all about the Spirit of the Lord, whatever the Spirit of the Lord put on you, man. Right? But, you know, this truth has to be your number one, man. This truth has to be, you know, the main thing that you care about, man. You know, the thing that you put over everything else. You don't put everything else over this. You know, this truth comes second. No, man. You got to put this truth over everything else, man. You know. Oh, I can't go to my daughter's or my son's graduation. I gotta go preach the word. You know. Or I can't go hang out with cousin Fred. I gotta go preach the word. You know. I can't do certain things that y'all want me to do today. I gotta go preach the word. You know. That's just what it is, man. You know. You gotta make sure that this truth comes first, no matter what. All right. So, yeah, I just want to touch on that real quick. You know, again, you know, I was skimming over Mark the 4th chapter last night. You know, and it, you know, it's you know, really around these verses right here, and I was like, yeah, you know, it's something good to go into, right? Something good to go into, right? So, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, hey, Lord's willing is edifying, all right? So with that, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakwadash. Double honors to my teachers, the head elders, and apostles, a great millstone. Peace, blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect, all right? Again, Lord's willing, this is edifying.